Warm up and stretch those kicking legs, boys. Hey, bro. Any ideas for Mom's birthday next week? As usual, no list. Think she'd like one of those ebook things? I'll make dinner reservations at the factory. You bringing Erica? Brandon. I just gotta make sure he's going. The case database. I can access closed and current cases here. The wise monkey killer is fixated on the removal of the eyes, ears, and/or tongues of her victims. Each victim has been pushed from a height, stabbed in the abdomen, and then had one or more of these sense organs removed. Cause of death has either been from the head trauma of the fall or bleeding out from the stab wounds. Removal of the organs has always been post-mortem. Kelsey was gaining confidence as she continued to kill. Looks like Sully thought they might all be connected to her and the deaths were part of some personal vendetta. Makes sense. Revenge killings are fairly common for female serial killers. Her method's particularly gruesome, though. Question is, why Sully? We've only had this case for a few weeks. How'd she even know he was on it, much less have time to plan this? One evidence form coming up. I don't have any evidence to look at right now. Kelsey Gardner, age 21. Born and raised in White Rock, New Mexico. Moved to Boston to attend Berklee College of Music, majoring in performance and composition. Dropped out in the middle of her junior year. Last known address is in Dorchester. Reported missing by her parents last June after a few weeks of not hearing from her. Last seen entering her apartment by neighbors 2 weeks prior on May 30th. Worked at a nearby coffee shop. Didn't report for any shifts after May 30th. She was suffering from financial issues at the time. Circumstantial evidence suggests she may have run away. Everyone on this list was musically inclined in some way. I need to find out more about Kelsey to figure out where she might have taken Sully. The dean of students at Berklee is a good place to start, and her landlord can probably let me into her old apartment. Let's see what this gets me. I need the charms that are in evidence for the Wise Monkey case.
Thanks to that thief, I've only got one. Fill out the form and it's all yours. I hope it helps you catch that awful woman.
Here's the form.
Okay. Hang tight for a minute. Hope that helps.
It will, thank you. I've done everything I can from here. Time to hit the street.
You must be Special Agent Reed.
I am. Thank you for agreeing to meet with me, Dean Chapman.
Of course. Now, how can I help you?
I need some information on a former student, Kelsey Gardner.
Kelsey Gardner. Oh yes, the missing girl. Has she been found?
Not exactly.
Oh, that's a shame. What can I do to help, Agent?
Dean Chapman.
Hello, Agent Reed.
What can you tell me about Kelsey?
Not much, I'm afraid. I try to get to know every student, but with so many of them, it's hard to know some more than passingly. She was brought to my attention while the police investigated her disappearance.
Asking why she dropped out.
Yes, financial problems. A real shame. She lost her merit scholarship after 2 years. Her grades dropped, and then she dropped out during her junior year.
Why not try to get a student loan?
I'm not sure. I think she tried, but she wasn't able to get one.
Then what happened to her?
I'm not sure, I'm afraid.
Why did she have so much trouble getting a loan?
Well, you'd have to talk to a creditor for those details, but it's always an unfortunate situation.
College doesn't come cheap.
No, it doesn't, but the college has costs to cover as well. No magic wand to wave, as it were.
What about her family? They couldn't pay?
Well, I don't know what her family's situation was.
What classes did Kelsey take?
Most of her classes were in performance and composition, specifically singing.
Did she ever take any classes with you?
Oh yeah, she took one of my composition classes.
So you must have known her from that.
Those classes are rather large, you must understand. Now that I think about it, I do remember her being in my class, though she wasn't the most involved student.
I'd also like to ask you about 2 other Berkeley students. They were recent murder victims.
Oh yes, of course. Has progress been made in either of their cases?
We believe they were the victims of the same killer. Actually, I'm pursuing the possibility that Kelsey Gardner killed them both. Connection beyond them all going to school here.
You really think she might have killed them? Kelsey? My God, I would have never thought.
You said you didn't know her very well.
No, but I'd be shocked to hear that about any of our students. I'll help you however I can.
Colleen Lavery was still a student here. What can you tell me about her?
A bright young woman, very talented singer. Her death was truly tragic, and what was done to her was just awful.
Any connection between her and Kelsey?
No classes together. The merit scholarship that Kelsey lost was awarded to Colleen the next year.
Would Kelsey have known this?
Well, it's possible. Some scholarships announce whom they've been awarded to.
Luke Jensen was a graduate. Do you know if he and Kelsey had any classes together, or if they were friends?
Well, I'll check our student records. No classes together. They didn't live in any of the same dorms. Oh, here we are. It looks like Kelsey was tutored by Luke in her freshman year in composition.
Were those one-on-one sessions?
Probably. Small group sessions at most.
How did she do in the class?
She got a B that semester, but in later composition courses, her grades fell. Her last grade in that subject was a D.
Sounds like the lessons didn't stick. Did Kelsey have any friends I could talk to?
I don't know what her social circle was.